Welcome to the College Football Picks show for this week, everybody. You guys know me, I'm Harry James. Lots of games that highlight this weekend, including a battle inside the Big 12 for basically to stay in the upper echelon between Oklahoma State and Kansas State in Manhattan, 2:30 inside the Big 12. Outside the Big 12, a couple of big-time games this weekend. Ohio State and Penn State get it on to who's going to contend in the Big 10. Out in the 2:30 slot, lots of entertaining games here, but the one that a lot of people are going to be looking at, Wake and Louisville, they will get it on at 2:30, and the nightcap is highlighted by a couple of games. The one that I'm really going to be interested in, though, will be Michigan State and Michigan on ABC. All right, guys, we'll give you all the picks that you need to know about coming up next in the next few minutes. Don't go away. You guys know me. I'm Harry James. So let's get this thing going, guys. Let's get some picks in the Welcome back to my college football selection show, everybody. You guys know me, I'm Harry James. We'll start in the Big 12 conference, as we always do. Back at the 11 a.m. slot, back from a bye week, each of them. My Schooner Sooners of Oklahoma are on the road at Iowa State in Ames, set for a Fox Sports 1 game at 11 o'clock. On the big network, ESPN, TCU, and West Virginia will try to duke it out. I'm taking the Horned Frogs in this one. They're playing really well, so look for that. 2:30 slot, we've already talked about this one. Oklahoma State at Kansas State, Fox National. I'm taking Kansas State in this one. It's going to be a wild atmosphere. It's going to be a crazy atmosphere. Oklahoma State coming off of a couple of games that, a TCU game that they should have had and a Texas game, but they kind of had to swindle their way to get. I don't know if they could do it again. They'll try to, though. The game is at Kansas State. That's why I'm taking the Wildcats of Kansas State. Nightcap includes the Butt Bowl at 6:30. The Butt Bowl, BU, Baylor, TT, Texas Tech, Baylor and Texas Tech. That game, ESPN2, I'm taking Tech. The two buys this week, Kansas and Texas. The 2:30 game, by the way, Oklahoma State and Kansas State, I'm taking Kansas State in. That game is on National Fox. All right, guys, that's your Saturday slate inside the Big 12. Now let's take a wide open general scope of the whole thing. It starts on Thursday this week with a game between Virginia Tech at North Carolina State on ESPN. I'm taking NC State in this one. One spot up from that on ESPN2, you'll find Louisiana. They will be at Southern Miss. I'm taking Louisiana Lafayette in this one. ESPN2 for that. Also at 6:30 and at 9 o'clock on the Fox Sports 1 game at 9 o'clock on Thursday. Pac-12 After Dark After Church. Utah will be at Washington State. Fest 1, I'm taking Utah. Friday night, two more games, both at 7 o'clock, by the way. East Carolina will be at Brigham Young, ESPN2. I'm taking the Mormons of BYU at 7 o'clock, ESPN2. While CBS Sports at 7 o'clock will have Louisiana Tech at Florida International. I'm taking La Tech. That will do it for the Friday, for the midweek games. Now let's go to the Saturday games. But before we go there, guys, ESPN College Game Day. They have selected Southern at Jacksonville State. Not part of my big boy picks, but that's where they will be. But Fox National, Fox Big Noon Kickoff. They will be at Ohio State and Penn State. Speaking of Ohio State, Penn State, that is your first game at 11 on Saturday on National Fox, right after Big Noon Kickoff. The Big Noon Fox game between Ohio State and Penn State. I'm actually going to take Penn State in this one. It'll be a wild atmosphere. It'll be a crazy atmosphere. But bid me the Nittany Lions. They'll give Ohio State a test, though. Don't want to watch Ohio State, Penn State? You can watch Notre Dame at Syracuse on ABC. I'm taking the Qs. They gave Clemson all they wanted, guys, on that one last week. Look for them, Syracuse, to come on home, earn the victory there against Notre Dame. South Florida and that game, by the way, Syracuse, Notre Dame at Syracuse, ABC. ESPN2 will have Houston. Got to hit that hard H in the hard Houston there for Mike Steele. ESPN2, I'm taking the Cougars of Houston. CBS Sports Network game, Arkansas at Auburn. I'm taking Auburn in this one. CBS Sports Network will have Boston College at UConn. That's the University of Connecticut. I'm taking BC. CBS Sports Network game. Georgia Tech will be at Florida State, ACC Network. I'm taking Florida State and those Seminoles. Two more games to look at. ESPNU Toledo will be at Toledo at Eastern Michigan. ESPNU, I'm taking EMU, Eastern Michigan. And the ESPN Plus special game at 11 a.m. is Miami of Ohio at Akron. I'm taking Ohio. Miami, Ohio. 11:30, regular Miami of Florida will be at Virginia. This part of the ESPN3 package. I'm taking the U. 1 o'clock, Charlotte will be at Rice. ESPN3, I'm taking the Rice Owls on that one. Jumping from 1 o'clock to 1:30, Rutgers at Minnesota. Big Ten Network, I'm taking the Golden Gophers, don't you know? 2 o'clock, Old Dominion, ODU at Georgia State. ESPN Plus package, I'm taking Georgia State. So, that's your 11 a.m. slots. That's your bread. The meat of the schedule, the middle, the meat, the 2:30 slots, lots of these. Oregon will be at Cal at 2:30, either on Fox Sports 1 or on FS2. I'm taking Oregon. CBS Sports Network will have Florida and Georgia, the Florida-Georgia war. I'm taking Georgia. Wake Forest will be at Louisville on the ACC Network. I'm taking Louisville. ABC Game of the Week. Guys, get this one. Illinois will be at Nebraska. I'm taking Illinois, though. Taking Illinois. ESPN regular will have Cincinnati, and they will be at Central Florida. I'm taking Cincy. ESPN Plus will have SMU at Tulane. I'm taking the Tulane Green Wave. They're on a hot streak. Northwestern at Iowa. ESPN2. I'm taking Iowa. ESPNU will have New Mexico State at Massachusetts. I'm taking Massachusetts. CBS Sports Network will have Temple at Navy. I'm taking Navy. CBS Sports Network. ESPN Plus will have Robert Morris. They will be at Appalachian State. ESPN Plus. I'm taking Appalachian State. North Texas will be at Western Kentucky on the Stadium Network. I'm taking Western Kentucky. By the way, that UMass at New Mexico State at UMass, that game will be on ESPN Plus because ESPNU will have South Alabama at Arkansas State at 3 o'clock. I'm taking South Alabama. Also at 3 o'clock, Missouri will be at South Carolina. I'm taking South Carolina. Part of the SEC Network. 5 o'clock, our old buddy, if you want to call him an old buddy, Lincoln Riley and USC will be at Arizona. Pac-12 Network. 5 o'clock for this one. I'm taking USC. 6 o'clock. Kentucky at Tennessee. Look out for this one, guys. You got Mark Stoops versus Josh Heupel. ESPN will be there. I'm taking the Fighting Hypes. Give me Josh Heupel in Tennessee. FS1 will have Colorado State at Boise State. I'm taking Boise State. And the NFL Network will have Coastal Carolina at Marshall. I'm taking Coastal Carolina. Also, CBS Sports Network will have a game between University of Alabama, Birmingham, and they will be at FAU, Florida Atlantic. I'll take UAB. The dessert, or the other half of the bread, you got your bread, you get your meat at 2:30. The other bread on the bottom is this at 6:30. Michigan State at Michigan, ABC. I'm taking Michigan. Ole Miss at Texas A&M. I'm taking the Ole Miss Rebels to go into College Station and win that one. Arizona State will be at Colorado. ESPNU. I'm taking Arizona State. The rest of the games are some are at 7. There is still one game at 7 o'clock between Pitt at University of North Carolina. ACC Network, I'm taking North Carolina. 8 o'clock, we'll have Middle Tennessee at University of Texas El Paso. This game will be on ESPN+. I'm taking Middle Tennessee. Pac-12 after dark games here, boys. Here we go. 9:30 p.m. Stanford at UCLA. ESPN, I'm taking UCLA. CBS Sports Network will have Nevada at San Jose State. I'm taking San Jose State. And the late game on FS1 is San Diego State, as they will be at Fresno State. I'm taking Fresno State. And the really late game at 10:59 p.m. Hawaii. Spectrum Sports Network will have Wyoming at Hawaii. I'm taking Wyoming. Alright guys, thanks for watching. You guys know the drill. Don't take these picks, but if you're going to, I want some of the cash from Vegas. Give me some of the cash. I'm just kidding, you don't have to do that. But you do have to hit the subscribe button if you're on the YouTube, Remember Sooner 1982. Also, Facebook, Harry James Taylor. You can watch it, or you can watch it on my Twitter, at HypeManHarry. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy this weekend of college football, everybody. Happy Halloween. Deuces.